All right, guys. Yo, what's up, man? It's the main man here. Double H, half to that hope, man. I'm here again for another Sunday Hangout. We have much to discuss. There's definitely a lot of stuff that we need to discuss, and we need to pretty much break down on this lovely Sunday Hangouts, Clasico, talk about Martial. We're going to talk about Cristiano and also reflect on week 3 of the Champions League. But before we do that, sad news. So confirmation has come through that that 5 people lost their lives in the helicopter crash just outside of Leicester City Stadium, and one of those was the Leicester City owner, chairman, Vichai Sri Vadanaprabha. He obviously was the face of Leicester City's in pretty much one of the greatest football stories of all time. And he was very much the face of that, you know, because he was the chairman, he was the owner, and we always saw his face when he lifted off the cup. So yeah, I don't really know what's more to say apart from, you know, condolences to the family. And that's just a really sad, dark story. So, of course, obviously, we'll probably get a lot more details as things roll through. So,
my condolences go to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. R.I.P. R.I.P.
So, as we must do, life must go on. Unfortunately, so this is the breakdown of the show. Clasico. That's the main thing that we're going to talk about, and I think we're going to maybe touch a bit on Martial, touch a bit on Cristiano, and maybe answer some of my critics on Twitter based on what he did for Juventus over Empoli, and also we're going to review Champions League week 3. But guys, let's be real. Let us deal with what the hell just happened. Now, let me just start. I'll start, and then you guys can come in. This was always going to come. This was no surprise. I suppose the only surprise was that it pretty much happened in the way that we thought it would happen, i.e. the worst possible scenario, i.e. they'd get destroyed, they'd get exposed, their defense would be a joke. You're bringing Lucas Vazquez on as a right back. It was bad. It was bad. So there's a lot to talk about because we're going to talk about Real Madrid. Who is to blame? Where did they go from here? Did they really miss Cristiano? Would Cristiano have changed things? And for Barcelona, how good? What can these guys do? I mean, these guys, in my opinion, that was one of. I mean, these guys are playing better without Messi, which is weird. We'll unpack that. So let's just give us your views just on the game primarily. Were you shocked? Were you surprised by what happened? I'll start off with your boy Daniel.
Okay.
Yeah, not really, because I feel like Real Madrid have just been in a mess. It's not that they missed Ronaldo, CR7. I think it's just that they failed to replace him. And I think that Barcelona like the whole system, like Lopetegui, he's just a wrong fit for Real Madrid.
So you would say you were not surprised by them getting beat up 5-1?
No, I wasn't.
Okay. Doubleheader Basso, what about you? What were your thoughts on the game? Was it what you expected, what you did not expect?
Honestly, I thought Real Madrid was going to beat us because this is how I see it. Like, you see the second half, the first 10 minutes, I was like, bro, like, I see Real Madrid beating up because the way it was 1-1, I mean, I think it was 2-1, right? And you just started to see Real Madrid come alive. I was a bit scared. But then I think when we got that third goal, when Suarez got that third goal, I was like, yeah, man, I think we're definitely gonna win against Real Madrid. And the confidence started building as Dembele got in. You know, you started to see Barcelona speed of play start to accelerate.
No, but wait. I'm not looking for a recap. Were you shocked or not by the results? Did it surprise you or not?
Oh yeah, it surprised me. Yeah.
Okay. Hazem, the results? Were you shocked? What were your emotions based on the aftermath on that game? What's your emotions on that 5-1 beating?
No, I was shocked by the extent of it. I didn't expect 5-1, but I expected a Barca win, even though I kind of at the back of my head had faith in Madrid too.
But you've seen how crap Real Madrid have been lately, haven't you?
Yeah, I know, but like I don't know. I just kind of had a feeling that maybe Lopetegui could have pulled it through, just like out of the bag. But yeah, I mean, in general, I wasn't that surprised. As I said last Hangout, Suarez showed up in Messi's
Hannibal, yeah, Jules.
Yeah, I said he would step up, and yeah, he did, and he's doing it at the right time when Messi's not there, and the whole Barca team performed. Jordi Alba is unbelievable.
My guy, the Don.
Yeah, okay. One of the best fullbacks right now.
Oh no, for sure. I mean, I think no, you're the Alba. I mean, he's definitely tier 2, easily tier 2 now. And Liverpool, everybody, your thoughts on the game briefly.
Yeah, just to be brief, I said in the last Hangout, I don't think Barcelona will struggle too much, so this isn't a surprise. It was really, really shocking to see Varane, though. That's all I'm gonna say. His defensive play and Ramos, I mean, just disgusting defensive display from both of them, and that's unacceptable. So, yeah, no surprise there. No surprise. Carry on.
All right, Machine, thoughts?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Talk, please.
Well, thoughts on what? On Barcelona?
No, so basically, were you surprised by how badly Real
Madrid
got
penetrated? I predicted it in the last Hangout. Fully expected.
Fully expected.
This is it's only going to get worse from here, by the way, for Real.
All right, Muntaha.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. To be honest, I was surprised by the scoreline, but I was expecting a defeat, So I was expecting somewhat 3-1 or 3-0.
Why were you surprised by the scoreline based on how bad Real Madrid have been?
No. The thing is like in the first half when we concede 2 goals, and it was early 2 goals. It was quite surprising, what I used to think, like, okay, we have learned our lessons from Sevilla. This guy, Lopetegui, is now know how to, organize and, compact the defense. And all of a sudden, penalty. Like this guy, Varane gave penalty, man. And from that point, I knew that, okay, this scoreline is going to be high. And at some point as well, I'm happy that we lost, because this Lopetegui is going out anyways. And this is a clear-cut message for Florentino Perez. Please don't be egoistic with the players, with the Ramos as well. Now some of the rumors, he's egoistic with Ramos, and some have argument with Ramos as well.
Okay.
Please,
all right.
Respect your legends.
All right, Red. Your thoughts, Red.
Yeah, I was surprised by the 5-1 scoreline. I didn't expect us to lose that, but I wasn't expecting a big result. I thought Madrid might raise their level, which they didn't. We were just shambles. We had moments in the match where we looked good, but the match overall, man. It was going into this, I thought we were gonna lose.
Okay. And Mr. Drogba your thoughts? All right, his mic is not working. So now look, let me break it down. Real Madrid were trash, completely and totally trash. They were embarrassing. They were an absolute disgrace. And you can look at many different things. And just pretty much to reiterate what I said on my review, how Isco played 90 minutes is shocking. That is the worst performance I've ever seen from Isco. And my thing is this, okay, let's now deal with what everybody's saying. If Cristiano was on the pitch, would they have lost by that much?
No.
Maybe
no.
not.
No.
Easy. Let the guy talk. Let the guy talk. I'll give you the bloody panel. Let the guy talk. So, this notion that, oh my gosh, if Cristiano was here, this would never have happened. Cristiano was on the same pitch when they lost 5-0 when Mourinho was manager. So one man will not totally change their fortunes. If Cristiano is still in this team under Lopetegui with players who are aging, Real Madrid are not sniffing a La Liga title. They're not sniffing a La Liga title. So it's not happening. They will obviously do better because a lot of the chances that they've missed, Cristiano would score them. But overall, Cristiano in this particular system with a team who are not refreshing guys and bringing younger guys in are not touching Barcelona this season. Barcelona are untouched. So with or without Cristiano, Real Madrid are not touching them. So I think that moving forward, what happens now? I mean, because again, I'm thinking that is this the end of an era?
Yo. Let me say something.
Easy, bro. Easy. Let him talk, man.
Wow.
So my thing is that is this an end of an era? 3 Champions Leagues in a row.
I think so. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you why I have hope. Let me tell you why. All right. Listen, like I've watched, like for the past 4 seasons, I've watched Real Madrid win the Champions League back to back. I'm telling you, this season right now, they meet Liverpool, they meet City, they meet United. They're dead meat. I'm telling you right now, they're dead meat. Look at the players Real Madrid have compared to City right now. I'm sorry, man. You can't compare them. They don't have Ronaldo. They need a big name signing. And you go to a season without a big name signing. I'm sorry, man. They're gonna lose to City. They're gonna lose to teams like Inter Milan. I'm telling you, they're gonna lose to PSG. Like if they meet PSG right now.
So we are not denying the fact. Thank you. We are not denying the fact. Hey, Chich. I want to say something to the Juju man, because after the end of the World Cup, Juju man gave one statement, and it was a really bold statement. He said that first time in 3 years, Real Madrid really hired a coach, and this is a coach. And secondly, let me tell you, this guy doesn't have
the issue. See, for me, Lopez, that is the mistake you guys are making. This is a bad fit. We all remember Ancelotti and Bayern, albeit they were easy. Ancelotti and Bayern, people were calling Ancelotti old, worthless. This guy should give up. He should retire. It was a bad fit. He's not going to now Napoli, and those guys almost beat PSG and they beat Liverpool, Champions League finalists.
Once again,
easy. Let me land. I'll give it. You put Lopetegui in Barcelona, those guys are very good because Lopetegui's tactics are far suited to what Barcelona are doing. Lopetegui's, like I told you, these dudes were trying to play from the back.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, this team is not a team that keeps the ball or plays intricate. That's not happening.
Exactly.
And the way that Real Madrid have always caused Barcelona issues is by being very direct and very blunt. So because they have the power, they have the strength, and they have the pace.
Exactly. Yeah, can I say something? Yeah, please let me say. Yeah. At the time of Sir Alex Ferguson, how Man United used to play. It's a mixture, a blend of all kind of playing styles. Yeah, it's not just a philosophical football, like both possession-based football, tiki-taka-based football, or at the time of Mourinho, just a defensive counter-attacking football. Sorry, we never played like that. We are a mixture of all the teams. And Zidane, that was the perfect fit for that. Listen to me. Please, Mike, listen to me. And secondly, at the time of Hugh Heykens. Come on, man. At the time of Hugh Heykens, At the time of Hugh Heykens, Ancelotti played a kind of defensive football, but at certain times, he used to play attacking games, more direct. This guy has a plan A. That's it. He doesn't have plan B, plan C.
No. That is very true. That's very true.
Hope.
Wait. I want to bring in some different guys into this. Okay, let me bring in the other Real Madrid guys. So, Red, what do you think is the issue? Is Lopetegui the issue? Is Perez the issue? Is Conte the solution for helping Real Madrid? Because things are really bad now.
It's a mixture, because I do believe the board's at fault, because honestly we've been on the decline since 15-16. Real Madrid have been on the decline. We've been masking it with the Champions League wins.
15-16.
15-16. Since that season, that was the last great Real Madrid team season. 16-17, we were incredible, but after that we declined. Like 17-18 last year, we had a lot of problems. If you remember the first half of the season, we had issues. We weren't scoring goals. Even Ronaldo was there, and we weren't scoring goals. The team was just slow in the build-up. We didn't have that pressed proof. Like Modric and Kroos have declined since then. Even Casemiro last year was not at his best, and this year's only gotten worse. And with Lopetegui, my beef with Lopetegui is that he's playing possession-based football and the passes, but the thing is, his build-up is too slow. By the time the players get the ball to the box, all 11 players on the opposition's team is already in the box, and we can't even score.
Okay.
And we don't have clinical strikers. We don't have Bale. If you watch him in the match, he couldn't even get into the box. He was stuck on the wing.
Wait. Let me ask: was Asensio injured?
No, this guy. Yeah, that's my point. Yeah.
Excuse. So you're telling me that Asensio was not injured?
Yeah, he was fully
You
fit.
didn't
He was
play him.
Yeah, but
Yes,
Asensio's a flash in the pan, man. Clearly, he's not
Okay, Machine. Let me ask you this: are you telling me that Isco deserved to be in that team ahead of Asensio?
No, not really. But I don't think Asensio's a game changer. Also, it looked like he might develop into one for a spell, but he's regressed tremendously, and I don't think he's going to become what everybody thinks.
I want to bring some guys in here who haven't talked to. So let me bring in Dada here. Is your mic working there?
Yes, it's working. It's working. Can you hear me?
Cool. Welcome back, bro. A long time.
Yeah, it's been long time.
Give us your thoughts now. What is the issue? Is Conte the solution? Is this the end of an era? Should this entire team be wiped? What should Real Madrid do going forward?
Okay. I think first of all, I do agree with what most of views were on Red's views on Real Madrid. To the extent that it's a mixture of both, basically. Lopetegui as well as Perez. On the Conte situation, I would say that I think he's a good solution short term. Maybe he can steady the ship defensively, but I don't think long term he's going to get along with the likes of Ramos, Perez, etc. But is it an end of an era for Real Madrid? I think it might be because most of their players are now hitting
30 upwards.
30s, yeah, the likes of Ramos, Marcelo, etc., Modric. So they definitely need one. They need a big summer next year.
No, we need a total rehaul.
I would say half a revamp, but yeah.
No. I think if you go through the team right now, okay, Ramos is a veteran. Varane is young. Modric, he's getting there. Toni Kroos, look, I've always said for Toni Kroos that I've always felt that he's good, he's overrated. No, he's really, however you may. I've always said Toni Kroos was always a guy held by a younger Modric. Modric is getting on now, and the center midfield is a very tough proposition. Easy. Karim Benzema is trash. You cannot have your main striker be completely and utterly useless. So, but wait. Easy, guys, just relax. I don't want to keep this only on Real Madrid. I want to also touch a bit on Barcelona. Now, this is something I put out there. Jaws, the cannibal Suarez at his best. Is he the best striker pound for pound in the world? At his best.
Nah.
Yeah, he is. He's the Don.
No. You're talking about at his prime.
Okay, wait. One at a time. Let me start with Hazem.
So you're telling me peak Suarez is better than peak Lewandowski?
Yes.
No chance.
Suarez is no better than Suarez is no way better than Lewandowski.
Wait, guys. We can't. Let's just hear one at a time. Let's start with Hazem. I'll go to Machine and then I'll go to Manhal. So Hazem, just argue your point. So why do you think that he's not the best at his best?
Look, Lewandowski at his best is the best all-round striker in the world. Look, he can do everything. He can create chances. He can dribble. He can move with the ball. He can lay off. Suarez is so one-dimensional.
Lewandowski can dribble what?
Yes, he can. Have you not seen him play? Suarez is so one-dimensional, it's crazy. Even at his best, he scores many goals, but you need the striker to do more.
So hold on. So what is
my question?
What is his one dimension?
And Suarez will never. Suarez will never beat Lewandowski's 4 goals versus Real Madrid in the semi-final. He's never had that.
I'll tell you something.
And that was with a better team.
Can I please say something?
Okay. So Machine, you argue your point, and so
Lewandowski isn't even better than Mandzukic, man.
Oh my!
Machine, that's Machine. Because I like you, I'm not going to kick you out of the Hangout, but you can't say that.
Machine,
No. Listen.
Wait. Okay, so Machine, tell me. So why don't you feel peak? So peak Cannibal Suarez, is he the best striker in the world?
He's the best striker of his generation. Yes.
Oh my!
Thank you. Exactly. Look. Okay. Let me tell you something.
No. Look. I'm not saying anything. I'm directing the bloody Hangouts, bro. Munzaha. Thoughts?
Yeah. Lewandowski at his peak, He's a king in box.
Yeah.
Sorry. And the primary job of Lewandowski is to score by any part of his body. Suarez is nowhere near to the finishing of Lewandowski, to the game instinct of Lewandowski, to the game positioning of Lewandowski. Yeah. And secondly, my point is, I know Lewandowski has played in Bayern Munich with Robben Ribery. Yeah. But that wasn't a peak Robben Ribery.
And
He
they were
played with peak. Listen to me. Wait. He used to play with peak Emerson. Yeah. If this guy would have played in Real Madrid with peak Ronaldo and peak Bale, my God, this would be something.
I mean, no, guys, let's
I'm not arguing
look, I always give Cannibal this. I give Cannibal that he had one of the best singular seasons ever for what he did for Liverpool. But what I've always said, Lewandowski in that Barcelona system would be nasty. Let's be real, because we all know about Lewandowski's skill set on the things that he can do. Because in my opinion, Lewandowski does not fit in the Bayern system. Lewandowski in that Barcelona system would be insane. Yeah. But we've never really seen that.
Thank you, HH.
So that's the main thing. Okay, so look, wait. I wanna bring in another element, man. I want to talk about Karim Benzema. Now, this is my suggestion about Benzema right now. Should he consider early retirement?
Yes.
Early, it's already well past the
machine. Relax. Be respectful. Be respectful.
He should go to Arsenal.
Southampton,
need him.
So who here think that he should consider early retirement, or do you think he should just retire early, or do you think that there is still something in him?
There's still something in him.
So HH.
Okay, then sign him. Then sign him.
See, I don't want him though. I don't want him. Yeah, I said Arsenal should buy.
Something at elite level.
Wait, guys, one at a time. Okay, so I'll go to Montard, then I'll bring in A1 in this whole thing. So Montard.
HH, do you remember at the start of the season I said this guy won't score more than 8 goals in La Liga, yeah? And at the time, all the people used to laugh at me. No, what are they talking, man? He's already scored 4 goals, 4 Gs, yeah? This guy is no more reliable player. He's no more at the level of Real Madrid or elite
player. But he never was. That's the thing.
There's always was, yeah? But we are talking currently present, yeah? We're in present football. Do we live in past? No. Sorry, we live in present. So he's not more like the level of Real Madrid. He should have retired by the end of the season or should move to the team like Southampton or Huddersfield.
100%. Okay, A1. Benzema, should he consider early retirement, or are we being too harsh on the poor man?
Oh, it's not retirement, but he should leave Real Madrid. It's not. His time's done, man.
Okay, wait, no. I'm not done with you. So why shouldn't he consider early retirement? A1. No. I'm being real. Wait. I didn't laugh. I didn't crack your jokes. I don't know why you're laughing at. So why shouldn't he consider early retirement? He's been crap for the last 4 or 5 years. So why should he still carry on playing professional football, and why should he still be earning a wage as a professional football player? Tell me.
Because I still think he's. Oh, my friend.
You still think what?
Speaking, man. I said no. I said I still think that he's still got something in him, but just not at Real Madrid level. That's it.
Yeah.
Maybe Getafe level. Maybe.
Or Marseille. Go to Marseille or Lyon.
No, okay. Because my thing is this: is that how can you? He receives the ball and he can't put the ball away. So how different would that be at Tottenham, at Arsenal, or anywhere where he gets given the ball and he can't finish? So it's not a case of where like his team where he doesn't get service, he doesn't receive the ball. He does receive the ball, but this guy can't put the ball away. So I don't understand what would make, because I feel that he should retire.
It's not just a question of finishing. He can't hold on to the ball. He's miserable they said like he was amazing with hold up play. I don't know where they invented that. These Benzema defenders.
I'm not gonna lie though. He had a good partnership with Ronaldo last season though.
But that's what I was going to say. Is that
not really? He's not even. He didn't even assist Ronaldo. The biggest assist.
That's the only point he has. That's the only point he has. Yeah, like he links up well with Ronaldo. That's what he was last season.
Here's my theory. Here's my theory of why Benzema has held out for as long as he has. He has Polaroids of Florentino with a gag ball and a very compromised.
We're moving on now. So let me throw this out there. Is Anthony Martial world class, or are we
Yes.
too reactionary because
Yes.
Everton are a sideshow
No,
He
team?
scored
no,
in 2
no,
games, bro.
no.
Nah, he is world
Yeah,
class.
so
He's
much
world class
No.
talent.
Okay, wait,
Just put him
guys.
like
Easy,
an
one at a time, one at a time. I'll go to Hazem and then Monta, and then I'll go down the road. Actually, no, I'll go down the room. So, A1, is Martial world class? Yes or no? If he's not,
No.
tell me why. If he is, tell me why.
No, he's not consistent enough. That's it. He's not consistent enough. He's not world class.
Okay, easy, relax. Don't be so quick. Okay, let me just press you for a minute. How can you be consistent when you're left on the bench by some dude called Mourinho?
That's true.
Look,
Some dude. Whoa.
Wait. Because okay, I get what you're saying, but every time he has played, he's been quality. So, and he has scored incredible goals and showed a high quality. So, how is he not world class?
No, because little glimpses is not that, man. You have to be more consistent every time. There's a reason why Mourinho doesn't play as much, because he doesn't have the right skill set that Mourinho wants.
Oh yeah, because he doesn't
But,
defend. I know.
I know, yeah. But if you're world class, you don't need to have that. You should be able to, be like show off your skill set to the point where Mourinho's like, cool. You don't need to worry about defense. You can do your thing. We can maybe get someone in midfield to cover you. Defend.
But Mourinho didn't say that to Ronaldo.
Easy. We're going down the room. Dada here, Martial, is he world class or not?
I believe Martial has world class potential, but I don't think he's world class yet because he doesn't quite have the consistency. But if he was to join a club with a manager that has positive input in his tactics, and maybe we saw that over a stretch of 1 season, 2 seasons, I think he can be world class. But for now, it might be too premature.
Okay, so do you think he can become world class at Man United, or does he need to move?
Oh no, I think he can become world class at Man United. It just depends on who the manager is. I don't think it will be under Mourinho, but it is the right club for him. I think he can become world class at any level, at any club. But as of now, there's still that consistency missing from his game.
Okay, Daniel, Martial, hit me.
I think if he wants to be World Cup, he needs to. Is either Mourinho has to leave Man United.
That's harsh. That's very harsh. Carry on.
Well, that's just the truth. He has to leave Mourinho has to leave Man United because he's not getting the best out of him. And number two, he needs to go to a club. He needs to go to a club that will appreciate his attacking, and give him the freedom to do what he needs to do.
So will he get the freedom at Man United? Yes or no?
Not with Mourinho.
Very harsh. Mr. Barca, Martial, is he world class? Yes or no?
Like for me, I think. And did you see the chance that he had against Everton?
Can you answer to the question, please? Is he world class? Yes or no?
But
I told you, I don't need a long solution because there are guys wave their 5 cents. So can you please tell me, is he world class? Yes or no? And give me your reasons.
I want to say he's world class. Just because I feel like if, let's say, he was playing a team such as like a Dortmund, or even like a type of team such as like an Arsenal or something like that, I think he would do very well, Okay. So I think, that's what I think.
All right, cool. Hazard, Martial.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know why we're talking about Martial. United didn't even play this weekend, but okay. But Mars, I think he's not world class here. He needs more playing time. Like, even if he hasn't got the chance. But
will you admit that he's a world class talent?
Yeah, world class talent, definitely.
Yeah. Okay. Liverpool, everybody. Martial, where do you stand with him?
Yeah, the potential is there, but I don't get this narrative that Mourinho is at fault. The reason why we're even talking about this is because he's playing in a Mourinho team. Call it what you want, but we're only talking about this because Mourinho has finally saw that what everyone else sees and he's playing. So he has the potential to be it, but he's not world class just yet.
And do you think he can do it under Mourinho if Mourinho gives him the confidence to play?
Again, he's doing that now. That's why we're talking about him. So yes, he can do it in a Mourinho team.
Okay. All right. So there you go for you, Mourinho haters. Machine.
It depends on your definition of world class. If you define world class as top 5,
one of the best 5 players in your position.
Yeah, then no, probably not. But listen, I have to watch him more. But for you to be the top 5 in your position, you have to really.
Wait, do you consider him a winger or a striker?
Winger.
Striker or striker? Or I would consider him a striker. Look, I mean, I'll let you finish mentioning, but this is my arguments here. How many quality world-class strikers truly are there? I still have questions about Harry Kane being a world-class striker. I'll give it to him. Lewandowski may not be on form, but I still say he's still the most talented striker. I'm still gonna give it to the cannibal Suarez. Yes. Cavani.
Thank you, my God.
Wait, guys, easy. See, Cavani, I'm not sure. So
Martial's not at that level, guys.
Martial's not at that level.
You gotta put Cavani in. Martial. You gotta put Aubameyang. You gotta put
Lacazette.
You gotta put Benzema.
No, not Lacazette. No.
I'm sorry. You gotta put Benzema, man. You gotta put Benzema.
Lacazette not yet, and Martial now.
Icardi.
What?
Yes.
You mean Icardi's clinical, bro? Icardi's clinical.
What about
Icardi's the best striker.
Wait. Why are we comparing?
I'm telling you, he's best striker in Europe, bro. Alongside with the cannibal.
Why are we comparing? Why are we comparing these strikers to Martial? Martial is still not on that level. Martial is like on the level of Cristiano.
Because basically, my argument is that I feel that we should already call him world class, because I think he has shown enough times that technically this guy's up there. And we all, guys, look, consistency is overrated, man. I don't even believe in that word. Go looking in the dictionary. So yes, I said it's overrated. Look, guys, nobody cares about consistency.
Are you about to
say? As an exercise, you all know he's a world class. Muntar, it's your points next.
Like in terms of top 5, in terms of top 5, no, he's not like world class. He can be world class if he would have played for this Real Madrid team. By now, he could be a certified world class.
If Martial is world class, then Cutrone.
No. Listen to me.
Wait, guys. Let guys finish, man. Let guys finish.
This Mourinho system has slowed down his progress to being a world class. Eventually, he'll be world class. After one performance like that. But he's on a right path. On a progress way.
All right, Red.
He's progressing.
Yeah, no, definitely a world-class talent. Like, you can't argue with the amount of talent that this kid has, but he hasn't really achieved anything to be called a world-class player yet. That he hasn't proved it. Like, his goals, the past 3 goals he put, quality. Like, the goal, especially today against Everton, beautiful goal. Similar to Suso's goal with Milan.
Ooh.
Like, just a finesse shot. It was a nice goal. He's a world-class talent, but if he can pull off, let's say, for example, a good run in the Champions League and lead United to like a good campaign in the Premier League, not even win it, just lead to a good campaign, get a good 20 goals, start calling him world-class. But he's not better than Kane, HH.
Did you guys see that Suso goal today?
Yeah. Wow. Cut it in the short, man.
Okay. Before we get to some Champions League, let's deal with my friend here now. Some people came at me. I've literally been having a Twitter war for the past 24 hours or so.
Yeah, we've seen it.
Yeah.
So Cristiano, 2 Gs, scored a great goal against Empoli. Now, Empoli, I believe, won the Champions League 6 times, and I think Empoli. Wait. Let me finish. Let me just end. So I believe that Empoli are the Serie A giants, and they're one of the toughest teams in the world. That's what I believe. So Empoli are a really tough team. So this is what I said. Look, let me land. I will give you guys the floor. I promise I will give you guys the floor. But let me just get this out there. My thing about this is this: Cristiano's mission is to win the Champions League. I don't think that's going to happen, personally. But his mission hasn't fixed your mic, man. I'm hearing some ruffling, bro. His mission is to win the Champions League. His mission is not to win the Serie A or anything. And let me just be clear here. I give him 100% credit for a man his age to still be relevant. Is a great thing. It's an amazing thing, and it is an amazing feat, and I admire him for it. But people get a bit too hype. They get a bit too hype. Because you score a very good goal against Empoli doesn't mean I should hear any talk about you being the GOAT. That is stupid. It's wrong. It's thick-headed, and it's narrow-minded. So my thing is this way: we're going to go down the room. This is the thing I am putting out here. What do you feel, Mike? What do you feel that Cristiano has to achieve for Juventus for you to really put him into an even higher status.
Wait.
Wait. I'll go down the room, right? So remember, just think of this, and I'll go by you one by one. So does he have to win the Champions League? Is winning the double fine? Is breaking the goal scoring record fine? What does he have to do for the move to Juventus to be a success? I'll start with Red.
So basically, you are right. Like, for him to really prove all the people that doubt him, not his fans already, people that doubt him, he has to win the Champions League. I know that's a big goal, and like no club can really just go out and say we're going to win the Champions League this season because there's so much competition. But that's the only way he can prove doubters wrong.
And Red, wait, Red, don't stay on the line. Stay on the line. Now, if my dear friend Cristiano does win the Champions League, how will you then rate him?
Oh, for me, to be honest with you, he's currently for me in top 10. I don't top 10 players of all time.
Of all time.
Yeah, HH, you have to put him. HH, you have to put him in top 10.
Red, this isn't about me. Red, this is not about me. This is about
HH, you put gigs. So, how can you put gigs?
Yeah, I got to
guys.
It's already starting to get ridiculous.
Some order in the building. Can we have some order in the courts? Can we have some order in the courts, please? Thank you. So, Red, you said that if he wins it, you have to put him top 10. Okay, that's fine. That's your viewpoint, and I respect it.
It's ludicrous. Can I jump in?
No, you know, machine. Yeah, you actually can't jump in. Jump back down. Like House of Pain. Munzaha.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
For me,
what does Cristiano have to do?
For me, it's already like proved a lot.
No, Munzaha. Okay, let me ask the question again. Mm-hmm. What does Cristiano Ronaldo have to do at Juventus to prove that this move was a success?
Okay. He has to win Champions League for sure because he have bought for Champions League. And definitely by watching his performance, and he can play like, sometimes shadow striker, left winger, and he's coming deep and taking shots. I think so. He has to win Champions League to prove himself as like Juventus success or one of the legends of Juve.
And what? And if he wins the Champions League for Juventus, what's then?
For me, it's top 3, man. Like, to be honest,
top 3
all time. You can't just ignore that. Okay. Listen to me. Okay,
I'll give it top 3. Do you know how many players have existed in this flipping game? Top 3. What?
Okay, can I ask you a question?
You guys are insane. Okay,
he's already top 3 now. He's already top 3 now.
Let's wait, guys. Let's continue. Finish. Finish.
If you rate Messi, like as a top 3 or like one of the greatest club side player of all time, then why you are like ignoring Garrincha? Because Garrincha is better dribbler than Messi, and he invented dribbling, and he won 1962 World Cup on his own. Just check the fact. On his own, and Pele was injured. This guy solely won the World Cup for Brazil, and he was one of the greatest dribblers of all time. True, and if you just take off dribbling, what Messi does. What does Messi offer? If you take off dribbling, everything is okay, world class level, not
Monza. Okay, look, you've had your say, my machine. Right, Cristiano, what does he need to do for this to be a success? No, let's even add this. Solely the Champions League, the treble, the double, or what? So what does he need to do to prove that this is a success?
So I just want to say that the conversation is already ridiculous to begin with because Cristiano is already top 5 unquestioningly.
Yeah.
It's you can't even question that. And there's that other guy, Red, I think, saying, well, for me, if he wins with Juventus, he'll be top 3.
I said for the haters. I said for the doubters, not for me. For me personally, Ronaldo's top 3, but I'm a Real Madrid fan. I understand my bias. I'm speaking from a neutral point of view.
There's so much
because HH, he's won me 4 Champions Leagues. I've seen more Champions League titles in my lifetime than people have seen ever for their clubs. For me, Ronaldo.
Yes,
let's get back on track, guys. Easy. I'm going to start meeting, guys. Let's get back on track.
Let's get back on track. I just want to say, Ronaldo has as many Champions Leagues as the entire FC Barcelona club.
Whoa! Oh,
that's true, man. That's true, man.
That's true.
No. No. Okay. How many?
Okay. Wait, no. Look, machine. Finish your points. Don't let's guys. Finish your points.
If you were to win the Champions League with Juventus, his CV would be so momentous and so gargantuan in comparison to everybody else that he'd have to be GOAT. I'm sorry. It'd have to be, I don't like, displacing Pele because I like the mythologized idea of Pele and as the greatest of all time. But he'd have to be in the same pantheon,
Okay. So, Marcin, just to be clear, if Cristiano wins the Champions League for Juventus, he's undoubtedly the greatest footballer of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you. No. Thank you. Liverpool for everybody. You're next. What does Cristiano have to do to prove that this is a success?
Yeah, it's definitely what Juventus haven't been able to do, and that's why they got him. I think that's Champions League, no question. He's got to win that. He wins that, then I don't know. That's what 3 different clubs he's won it with. I think that's pretty special. Yeah. So yeah.
So where would you then rank him then amongst the pantheon of the greats if he was to achieve this great feat with Juventus?
Where I rank him now? Top 20, top 25.
I like you, Liverpool. I like you. I like you a lot. Hazem, thoughts. So what does this? So what does he have to do to prove that this is a success? And if he wins the Champions League, where would you then rank him?
Wait, first of all, don't disrespect Empoli. And look, no team in the Serie A is easy. Every match in the Serie A is hard. This isn't La Liga where you walk through teams, okay?
Okay. So Hazem,
if you watch Empoli in the first half,
Hazem, okay, easy. Before you answer that,
I mute my mic.
How many times have Juventus won the Serie A in a row? How many times?
That doesn't matter. That's just
because that's a simple question.
Look,
that's just a simple question.
Juventus would win the same amount in the EPL. I'm telling you, bro. The difference between teams is Juventus on.
Okay, fine. Okay. Let's not get derailed. Okay, so Hazem, let's get back on track. So, what does it need? So, what needs to happen for this to be a success? And if he wins the Champions League, where would you then rank him?
Okay. Look, if he wins the Champions League, he would be. He would overtake Maldini as the greatest Champions League player because currently Maldini is the greatest Champions League player ever. Don't tell me Ronaldo. Who's laughing? Okay, and then, but he's to be the greatest ever. He still have to win that World Cup. Unfortunately, currently the Champions League.
He's won the Euros with Portugal, which is like winning
he was on the pitch in the final. Now,
so
so if he was to win the Champions League, where would you rank him? Rank him?
Top 5.
Okay. Forward is your mic working then, bro? Forward, is your mic working? All right, it's not working. Okay, Mr. Barca. What needs to happen for this move to be a success? If he wins the Champions League, where do you rank him?
Yeah, HH, can I please say that the
No. Answer the question. If what needs to happen for it to be a success? If he wins the Champions League, where would you rank him?
For me, like, I think he's top 15, 20. The reason why I say 15, 20 is because, again, you guys forget that Mr. CR7 got injured in a Euro final. Didn't even play a Euro final.
He was still the top goal scorer for the team.
What does that have to do with anything? He got injured.
In that case,
Mr. Barca, just answer the question. If what needs to happen for the move to be a success, if he wins the Champions League, where would you rank him? Just answer those questions, bro.
He's won that competition for so long. I wouldn't rank him as the best just because he won the Champions League again. He's won it like 4 or 5 times already.
Bingo.
Let's move on.
Okay. So basically, even if he wins it, you still rank him top 15.
No, what do you want him to win?
Top 15, yeah, because like he's done this like for the past 4 seasons, right? Back to back. It's not anything new. Like, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but HH,
that's like saying like a boxer, like you're tired of seeing boxers win.
Winning a league.
You do, don't you?
Winning a 38 game.
Can't they get into like playing the guitar?
Listen, winning a 38 game season is very difficult than winning a Champions League. I'm telling you guys right now.
No, I'm not too sure about that. Okay, wait. Okay, Daniel. Guys, we're moving on. So, Daniel, what is happening for the move to be a success? If he wins the Champions League, where would you then rank him?
I don't even think he's in my top 10, but like, I think treble would be impressive because he's never done that before. So, like, that would impress me if he did the treble with Juve.
So okay. So if he did the treble, where would you then rank him amongst?
I think top five. I don't think he will never be my GOAT. Never.
Okay.
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 Let's move on.
Can I ask Mr. Barcelona something? Who was rambling on about the Euro Cup? How many Champions Leagues does Messi have? I just want to ask him that.
Officially three because he didn't
No.
participate.
Officially, he has 4.
Three.
How many
No,
league titles does Ronaldo have?
No.
How about
Because
that?
for first contribution
Let's get
in
there. Let's get there.
2006,
How many
Messi's
league
contribution
titles
was
does
nothing in
Ronaldo have?
Champions League.
He
Yeah.
didn't do shit in the 05-06 Champions League.
No. How many league titles? How many league titles? How many Copa does he have?
Guys, moving on. I'll start meeting guys, man.
Copa del Rey.
Let's move on, guys.
They're here. So if he moves to, what needs to happen for the move to be a success? And if he was to win the Champions League, where would you then rank him?
First of all, I want to clarify that he will not, like, whatever happens, he will never be the greatest player of all time. As for his Juventus career, he needs to win the Champions League for that to be a success.
Oh no.
Okay. So if he was to win the Champions League, where would you then rank him, or would you not change your ranking even if he won the Champions League with Juventus?
I think at most he would be at least in the top 10, top 5 to top 10, based on his goal scoring and his achievements.
Here, I like you a lot, man. I like you a lot. All right. Guys. Forward. End this for so forward. Is your mic working?
Winning a trouble is more important than Champions League.
Forward. Is your mic working? I don't believe it is. So, guys, look, man. That is what is. We'll see what happens. But again, you already know my view on it. I don't want to get into a whole thing. So I want to now do just to close things off, round this hour off, a roundup of the Champions League. Now, basically, this is just a few pointers. PSG are never winning the Champions League. That is now a fact, and that team is a complete and absolute embarrassment. Dortmund are officially the underdogs.
Wait, so we're not.
So Dortmund are unofficially the underdogs in this competition. So judging from we've now reached halfway in the group stages. Oops, the bell. So now reached halfway in the group stages right now.
Just watch it.
Who do you now feel is the strongest team, or the team who you feel can really go all the way? Because again, I'm still sticking with Barcelona, but something tells me that Juventus have something cooking up. But as much as I say Juventus, do you trust Juventus in another Champions League final? So which team do you think you guys feel can go all the way?
It's between Barcelona and Juventus, I think, at the moment.
Look, Juventus will never win it. Juventus are bottlers, bro. Wait, why aren't we going to talk about Napoli versus Roma?
Because we're talking about the Champions League right now, bro. We're talking about the Champions League right now because we are rounding up. We're rounding up. So, my thing is that with what Machine said, see, the thing with Barcelona is this. I still feel that if Messi wants to, I don't think there's anybody that can stop Barcelona once Messi gets on his thing. I don't know what happened against Roma. I have no idea what happened against Roma, but I have no idea. A dream final for me would be Barcelona Juventus. That would be the dream final for me, but they may meet before them because, guys, let's just be real right now. Is there really a team that is feared in the competition? I don't think there is.
No.
There would, you would think that it would be Real, but they're.
Oh no! Forget those guys.
I hope we get them. I hope we get them. Liverpool, so we can smack them.
I'm telling you, Liverpool's gonna beat them.
That Liverpool group is a minefield because for me, guys, PSG could be ending up in the Europa.
Guys, what did I tell you last week about Ancelotti? Don't sleep on Ancelotti. And
yeah, you were correct.
You
were correct.
No. Look, what Ancelotti did with Napoli, that is impressive because Napoli,
that was tremendous. Yeah,
the amount of guys that those guys have given away, and look, they were 2 minutes away from beating PSG in Paris.
PSG,
yeah, they dominated that game 100%.
And also, let's be real. I won't put money on PSG winning in Naples.
Yeah.
So let's just paint a picture. If Liverpool, as we expect them, they beat Belgrade, PSG don't get a win in Naples. PSG now have to play Liverpool in Paris. You can then assume that
Paris
will beat like things like if we could have a scenario where PSG could end up in the Europa League, which would be insane. So my thing is this. do you guys still see Neymar as top 3 in the world? Let's talk about this right now.
Where did this come from?
I think. Wait, HH.
Because because you know what? I am frustrated because this is what I always say. There is ability and there is form.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn about ability. That is a stupid thing to use when you're when you're ranking guys.
Okay.
Neymar ability wise, of course, he's top 3 or top 2.
Yeah.
That's easy. It's how well are you playing? I'm looking at a guy who is hogging the ball, keeping hold of the ball too long, getting dispossessed, is very arrogant with what he's playing, has no real idea of any tactical thing of how he's playing. I'm sorry, you cannot say that. I do not get the arguments of where this guy is top 3. You flopped against Anfield. The rest of Belgrade doesn't count because you're a far superior team. Against Napoli, a team who you are vastly superior to, man for man, PSG are easily better than Napoli, man for man.
Not easily.
Guys, come on, let's be real.
Napoli's midfield is way better.
Only the attack.
I mean, hope.
Yeah.
Can I say something? Like, for me, Neymar, right? I think it's a sad story because, like, real talk, man. Like, you know, this was a boy who was coming from like Santos, right, to come and play for. He had like a Barcelona team who, like, he had Suarez, Messi,
life story of
all these.
Yeah, you
all
doing
these,
too much,
like,
man.
Okay.
No, bro. Just get to the point. Is Neymar
Very sad
right now? That's what I want to know. Is he a top 3
I'll say one
right
thing.
now?
I'll say one thing. On that field, I'd take Insigne over Neymar right now.
Yeah,
Right now,
100%.
I will take Insigne
Yeah,
over
like that's
Neymar.
saying a lot. I mean, that's not
Look,
saying
why
No, that's facts, man.
Nah,
You saw what
that's
Insigne did at
not
Liverpool.
Insigne, no.
That's harsh.
Just imagine if Neymar's career petered out.
Insigne over Neymar, man. That's harsh.
Wait,
I
let me-
won't say a lot.
let
Liverpool.
me flip it to the Real Madrid boys. Let me paint a scenario. Loptic is getting sacked. So let's just go back to on ourselves, back to El Clasico. Loptic is getting sacked. That's what's happening. Who do you want to come in?
Like for Real Madrid need 2 marquee signings in this cover.
No. Manager. Which
Guti.
manager do you want?
Manager. For the time being, we just have an option of Conte.
Yeah,
But, like,
I would take
it's
already
go
a
for
done deal.
Guti.
It's apparently
We're
already
talking
a done
about El
deal coming in.
Clasico again, but we're not going to talk about Napoli versus Roma.
Wait. Hey,
Wow.
Hazem, I'm directing this hangout. Please let the guy direct this hangout. So you guys are saying, okay, so Conte is believed to be coming in. Is this the truth?
Yeah, Monday,
yes.
tomorrow.
Conte or
Apparently,
Okay. So let me ask you this: if Conte does come in, how far do Real Madrid go in the Champions League?
They're dead
Still,
meat.
it's unsure
That's
to
what
say
I
that. Anything, you can't say
Unsure.
that. Yeah. But
Conte
the thing
has
is
never
what-
done well in the Champions League.
Champions League.
You know, can I just? I'm going to predict something.
Just-
I think
okay.
Real Madrid are going to be in danger of relegation.
Relegation?
Relegation.
Oh, man.
La Liga.
Wait, machine. Are you wait? Did you say relegation?
Yeah.
Like, okay. No, let me be real because that's not a laughing matter. Let's be real. If Loptigi, for some strange reason, let's just say for some strange reason, if let's say he has to be the manager from now to the end of the season, Real Madrid will be a relegation candidate. If he has to be the manager from now to the end of the season, but that's not going to happen. If Conte comes in, defensively they will be better. 100% defensively they will be better. And I think that they will get top 4. I mean, under Conte, they'll get top 4. They're not winning the title. That's what they got. Barcelona already won the title. But they'll get top 4. With regards to the Champions League, this team isn't built to win the Champions League. It can't happen. I'm sorry. I think Cristiano's goals were very crucial to them winning Champions League. His goals were very crucial. Like, you may say that in some finals, like in 2014, he didn't really show up. In the 2018, he didn't show up. He showed up in 2017, but really his goals prior to the final were crucial. They don't have that. You have a brick in Benzema. Bale, he's not a guy who you can fully rely on to always get those goals. So,
but he's the only other. He's the only other
mode.
game changer.
Okay, but I want to bring in Liverpool. So Liverpool for everybody. Do you see yourselves getting out of this group?
Liverpool?
Yeah.
Of course I do.
But they can get.
Who's going to? Okay, so let me ask you this. So, do you feel that you advance with PSG or you advance with Napoli?
Napoli for sure.
Wait. So you're saying PSG will go into the Europa League?
PSG's manager is just a German football enthusiast. He's not a coach. They don't have a manager to lead them.
Good point.
Neymar is. Hold on, let me finish.
Okay.
Neymar is a very immature football player. He's just like. Let me finish. Let me finish. He's just out there floating. He's not really. He's at PSG having a good time. He's not there to really do anything. You can see that in every game. And until he changes the team, him and Pogba should be the players we're talking about every weekend. The talent that they have, they should be the players we're talking about every weekend, but they don't apply themselves. So PSG's done. They're done. As soon as they got that manager, I said it to everybody, they're not winning anything. In the league, sure. They're not doing anything in the Champions League. I'm sorry.
What Liverpool everybody said is very serious, because I think this is a nice way to sort of end this.
I have a question.
When Neymar moved to PSG, I was like, yes, you are no longer Messi's sideshow. You are now taking things into your own hands. You're being an individual. You're being a man, and you are good enough to have your own team. Easily, you're talented enough to have your own team.
Mbappe's bitch, fam.
Why should you be the sideshow? So, but ever since he's come, I didn't know that he would have this mentality. You see, as talented as Messi is, and Messi, as I've always said, is one of the most talented footballers of all time, he has a very professional mentality. He works hard and he fully applies himself. So this is despite his ridiculous talent, he still applies himself. When I look at Neymar, as everybody was saying, Tuchel is the wrong manager for this situation right now. Tuchel is not going to scream at these guys. He's not going to order these guys around. Yes. These guys are going to say what goes. And when I look at how PSG are playing, forget Ligue 1, because they are too good for Ligue 1. When I looked at the Liverpool game and the Napoli game, I'm looking at a situation where Tuchel says, you know what, you guys are so good. You're so amazing. You figure it out. It's an arrogant way of playing. Galacticos, if it's a team with Roberto Carlos, Figo, Zidane, Raul, should win everything. We all know that didn't happen. So you can have the most talented players ever, and PSG are one of the most talented teams in the world. You have to have a structure. And I think that Neymar is harming himself, because you will not be judged by what you do in Ligue 1. You are going to be same thing with Cristiano going to Juventus. Neymar, the reason he moved to PSG is to deliver them this Champions League. And I'm sorry, unfortunately, that's not going to happen. Guys, it's been swell. I will see you.